Shane, thank you for taking the time to speak to us. 267 days after suffering that horrible ankle injury, you've made your return to action. Can you just describe how it felt to finally pull on that shirt and get out there with the boys again?
Firstly, I didn't know it was 267 days. That's actually quite a long time. So no, it's exciting. It's a whole bunch of emotions really, but like I've said from the get-go with pre-season, I'm just happy to be doing things with the boys again. So yeah, pumped to be back out there.
You mentioned to me post-match that it was more of a mental thing to just get back out there, and I suppose just find the confidence to get stuck in again. Why was that so important to you?
Yeah, it was a mental battle, I guess, the whole week leading up. But returning to the place where the injury happened, I guess, is it's a hard thing to overcome. But it was important to not only get back, but to probably get back to that ground straight away in the same opponent. Yeah, and attack it head on, and then you can sort of move on with the season now.
You just mentioned that Saints, of course, was the place you suffered that injury a while ago now. I'm not wanting, obviously, to dwell on it a lot, but you were one of the form players, if not at the club, across the entire league at that point in time. What was the emotions like for you on that day?
All that aside, it probably doesn't. That stuff doesn't really bother me. It's just I just want to be out there playing with the boys. But any injury isn't great, even if it's small or large. So yeah, it takes its toll on you, and then there's a lot of stuff you need to again deal with mentally and physically. But I've done it before and I've done it again. So just move on now.
And obviously an injury that severity too, it was a slow but gradual process to get you back onto the training field. Talk me through what some of the recovery days look like for you.
If anyone who's played the game or been involved in sport had to deal with rehab, they know it can be long sometimes. So it's generally it starts off with coming in earlier, doing your specific rehab or isometrics that you need to do, then getting your physio and all that, and then filtering back in with the team, whether that be meetings and all that. Then it goes on to you have your own gym, what's usually longer than the main squad. And then if the boys are doing field, whether that was me returning back to running or I'd be back doing some off-feet con. So they are long days, and then that trickles into off-season as well. When people are off, you're actually in doing extra work. But that's just how it works. The rehab and returning to injury, you need to do things a bit harder to get back.
And going through such a tough period, was it just about trying to stay positive and taking it one day as it comes, one session as it comes? Yeah,
definitely. That's all I try to do, just take it day by day. You just got to trust what the physios are doing and the coaches are doing, and the boys were great, they get around you. So yeah, it was more or less just me just turning up every day. That's half the battle, is just turning up. So come in every day and attack it, and then eventually it's going to get better.
And when you gradually return to the field with the boys in pre-season, how much of a boost was that for yourself to just be involved with the team again?
Yeah, I've already touched on that. That's why you play. You want to be around the boys and involved, I guess. So just getting back to training and full training and not having to be modified or anything, that's just it's a good feeling, and you know you're right in the right path to getting back.
And with the new contract at the end of last season too, does this feel like a bit of a fresh start for yourself this year?
Yeah, definitely. I think last year I said I feel more comfortable, but obviously I'm coming into my third season here, so I feel even more comfortable, even though I didn't play the back end of last year. But yeah, definitely is a fresh start. I've had a big layoff, so I'm ready to get back out there and have another crack.
And what's the next step for you then? Round one coming up, is the aim just to build yourself back up to full fitness?
Yeah, everyone's different. I guess personally, I have my own things that I want to work for, but yeah, like I know I played on the weekend, but I still feel like I've got a bit to go to get me back to where I was. So yeah, it's just getting out there and just taking it training by training and game by game from now.
And just before you go, I've got to ask genuinely about the new season. How are you feeling with the squad this year, and how do you think we'll go?
It's always exciting. Every season's always exciting. If you're not optimistic and excited about it, you're probably in the wrong field of profession. Yeah, it's a good bunch of boys. Obviously, we had a few turnovers in the off season, but we've also had a few additions as well. So I'm excited, and obviously we're striving for nothing less than competing for trophies and making playoffs. So
Shane, we're all delighted, and I'm sure the fans are, to see you back in a Salford Red Devils jersey, and hopefully that's for the entirety of 2024 to come.
Yeah, well, let's hope so.
Cheers, mate.